Coming in number 5 is a pretty amazing one. This guy actually took 9 gears, put all 9 gears together, and made this insane looking fidget spinner. Every single time he spins the fidget spinner, all these gears actually start turning without this. So it's actually pretty amazing how much time this guy put into making this fidget spinner. But let me know if you guys like this one.
Well, there you have it. The 9-gear fidget spinner. As you can see, all of the 9 gears revolving beautifully. The side plates kind of having that Victorian look to it. There you are. Does it spin in the hand? Absolutely. Spins in the hand. Does it table spin? It sure does. Camera doesn't like it, but that's okay. And there you have it.
Coming in number 4, everyone, is actually a paracord, fidget spinner. What this guy did, he actually took a paracord bracelet rope. I have a picture of a paracord bracelet right now on the screen. But he took the rope from this bracelet and made it into a fidget spinner. Truly amazing, because if you guys see this, bracelet rope thing, it's actually like a thick, rope for the fidget spinner. So when he goes to spin it, it doesn't loose like a regular rope would. And it's pretty awesome. If you guys, have the rope skills to do this, or even just, have the time to make it, you guys definitely should do this, because, it's definitely a sick one, and you guys will actually stand out at school.
Now, what you're going to do is just kind of try to stretch this over if you can. If it doesn't work, loosen up your knots. Stretch this over. There we go. Okay. But try to get these sections even and then get the knots nice and tight. Okay. Also, as a finishing touch, I'm going to take some more super glue and just kind of add a few drops of super glue all around where the paracord meets, because this bearing will fall out and might not look the neatest sort of thing, so go a bit sparingly, but I think it should hold. Okay, so I'm just going to snip off the cords and then add the super glue. Okay, and there we have it. We are done. Spinner is finished and it is ready to be fidgeted with. Now, I did mention earlier, if your hand is like smaller, like you can ignore you can maybe only do one snake knot, or even just do a snake knot here instead of a diamond knot to shorten that overall length if your hand is too small. And of course, if you have a spare bearing cap, I took this off my Noble Spin Virtue. You can attach this on, and nice. Puts quite a nice professional touch on it. Doesn't look so DIY anymore, huh? And it works even better because you got that extra grip on there.
Coming in number 3 is one of my personal favorites, and if you guys like bikes as well, or even like BMX and stuff like that, you guys will for sure like this one. What you guys have seen on the screen right now is actually like a chain from a bike, and actually like a sprocket as well. So what this guy does, he actually makes it like a pretty much like a bike's fidget spinner sort of. But anyways, it's a pretty awesome one, and if you guys have the time to make it in the skills, you guys definitely should do this, because it's a pretty sick looking one in my opinion.
Lay your chain out, and then just put this strip of tape right in the middle of it. Then take your sprocket and start from the middle. Just push the chain on the sprocket. Make sure the tape lines up to the middle of the chain when you put the sprocket in. Now, using the chain breaker, put the metal post back into the chain. You're going to have to pinch the chain towards each other while you put the post back in because of the tension. Note that if the chain is still really loose, you might have to go back and add a little more tape. Now take your adhesive, just put a little bit on the outside. Just a little bit. Do not get it into the middle of the bearing or where the balls are. That will ruin the bearing, so just be careful. Now install the buttons. Take your pliers and crimp the inner ledge of the buttons just a little bit. Put it into the bearing periodically in this process to see if it's tight enough. And that's all there is to it. I hope you're enjoying your new spinner, and I hope you also enjoyed the video.
Coming to number 2, I think is like one of everyone's favorites. Everyone loves these light up fidget spinners. All you guys got to do to make this is pretty much go to the store and buy, they have valve covers for like your inner tube tires and stuff. And actually, put this on, the end of the fidget spinner. And every time you guys move it, it actually will light up. It's pretty awesome and it's very simple to do if you guys got the time to make it. And, you guys will definitely stand out at school if you guys do this. Camera number 1 is actually like a wooden fidget spinner. I know a lot of you guys may not have seen these wooden fidget spinners before, so I included it in here, but it's absolutely like an amazing one. This thing actually works as well, and it spins very fast. You guys got to check this one out for yourselves.
For the finish, I will just be using a very thin coat of true oil. You could also use olive oil, oiled linseed oil, or pretty much any other oil. Now the spinner is finished and ready to use. There are a bunch of different ways to spin it. The first way is to hold it between your pointer finger and your thumb and spin it using your ring finger. The second way is to use your pointer finger to spin it from the top while holding it with your middle finger and your thumb. And the third way is to hold it any way you want and use your other hand to give it a good spin. You can also balance it on one finger if you get it going fast enough. And when you're tired of using it the intended way, you can also spin just the centerpiece for a cool effect.